How do you get teams to collaborate, to co-create things without giving in to personal assumptions?
One of the biggest aspects in teams is this collaboration, right? And how do you really see it happen is a mystery, because oftentimes it becomes a very competitive environment, because let's say in a completely sales context, one of your sales team member is going to be delivering more results and or getting the numbers, whereas the other person may not be getting the numbers or achieving the quota. So it becomes a very competitive environment. How does a manager build a collaboration environment in this
Yeah.
in this context, right? It becomes quite important to reflect. I'm going to hop back on a personal example here once again. I'm a mother of twins recently, and so and I had this reflection that we're working as a team, right? So I'm looking at two team members at in one lens. For a while, I actually thought that, hey, if I think I'm feeding this baby, I need to give this baby as much. And then slowly I understood that each person, I mean, they could be twins, but they're so different. And it really tells me that, and I'm bringing this to the work environment to say that, look, I need to start understanding that it's not my style that matters. It is important to start seeing what's the style that individual or the team member. So it's always coming from an outside in perspective rather than, so once you're a manager, I think it's very important to say this is my leadership style or this is my style. While of course your awareness to your style is there, but how does my style flex to people, right? And that's going to be very important. When I'm looking at my twins, I would often think that if I'm focusing on one, then I completely get absorbed in it. Let's say I'm playing with one child, I get completely absorbed, but it's suddenly I realize, oh, I need to turn and look at what the other one is doing. So there is that mindfulness that becomes a practice, right? And that's also something that I believe I should take back to when it comes to being a manager, right? I
Right.
need to be mindful about when I need to be having a parent-child interaction or when I need to have an adult-adult interaction. Start being mindful as to how I flip my hats, being the adult to adult or parent to child, or when do I become the child and allow that other person to be a parent to me. So these are different aspects that one needs to build for collaboration to actually happen, because some of these things come as blockers for collaboration, right?
Right.
So I think just practicing these aspects, being having an outside in focus to style or the way you manage your team, and then being very mindful at all instances, because
Right.
critical for these are all, like I would say, I'm very for using this word again and again, first principles for collaboration.
Yeah.
Collaboration is an outcome that gets happen, and I don't think we can just jump to collaboration when some of these ingredients, well, we can add more to this, but let's stop here with these two for now. I think it's a good starting point.